Servant 5 here, bringing you a new week, and with it, we return to Vampyr during the week. Monday through Thursday, we'll play through Vampyr. We'll return to Resident Evil 0 on Friday and Saturday, and we'll see where we're at on Sunday. I don't know how much longer this playthrough is going to take, given the fact that we'll be draining people. Not necessarily often, because I do want to level up people as we go still, but I do want to start draining people. Like, the one that I know for sure that I don't want to drain right away still is the nurse, Dorothy Crane, since we know that she has the medication I need to make people stay alive later in the game. So, but like, we're going to kill the first guy the clay guy, when we first get the tutorial for killing. So it should be a good time to do that. We'll see. I haven't decided yet if I want to start draining people in the hospital, like, right away, if I can hide them properly. That, obviously, is where it all comes down to. But, let's get this party started. I do have Power Pix's guide open for collectibles, so we don't miss any weapons this time. I'm going to try and not pick anything up too, fluently up, since that's what screwed us from getting the one weapon in the basement of the other morgue, since the key didn't spawn. So hopefully we don't screw that up again.
"12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights.
Oh, this is the one poem I
nails
found.
Piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is war but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Such weird poetics there at the beginning.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
We need blood. Still, one of my favorite lines in this is the damn gravediggers stole my watch! Because you find his watch when you come back here later in the game. So great.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
Mary! Oh, no. Mary!
Mary, you're all bloody!
Hold on. Please, hold on. Mary. No. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
This time we know what we're doing, at least. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta start pulling up the guide.
Trolls are after me. No, don't shoot!
Oh, I can't dodge yet. That's kind of funny.
This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here.
I'm curious. Well, okay, so the lore documents don't transfer between saves. I figured they wouldn't. But it was worth looking at.
This can't be happening. No, please, stop! I mean you no harm.
I mean you no harm yet.
What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Now, I can defend myself.
Kill that thing! Over there!
Who are you?
Stay back!
Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Yeah, you did.
Who are you?
Stupid beast!
Sorry.
See them fancy clothes?
No,
This one's
please,
the
stop!
top.
Who are you?
There's one of them vermin.
Man, I forgot how much swings actually took out of your stamina. Because I started boosting stamina first since I knew I needed it for the dodging and everything.
I mean you no harm. I need help.
Die, you fucking leech!
Please,
Listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? Ah! What in God's name?
Do the rest of the job.
Just leave me. The sun feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Oh, I didn't know I could sprint. I can sprint? Oh my gosh!
I need to find shelter.
I can sprint! How did I not notice that all game? Hey Vicky, how's it going?
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
What have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Wait, so is this Mary's house? Is that what I just didn't pick up on?
This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is.
Damn gold diggers!
We fence it and shadow takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
I don't think I did have this cutscene before.
That's impossible.
Did I just go up the stairs the last time? Gravedigger stole my watch.
I can almost feel the sun's rays like a physical weight pressing against the wood.
Ah, right. He picks up the gun from the guy who shot himself.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now! No. There's time. I can save him. That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital! Done. He'll live. And now what? We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
we sleep.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it. Rational thinking only.
Cue the music. I have to say, one of the highlights of this game is the music. Great use of classical music, or instruments. It's not really classical music since it's modern, but great use of orchestral sounds. The bullet went through? What am I?
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Ability to heal ourselves. You know what? Let's change it up a little, just because, you know, I will change it up a little. Let's use the blood spear. I'm gonna still use Abyss. Abyss worked amazingly. And I really don't want to, like, cause the enemies to explode, because then they're losing. I won't have the blood then to steal from them. And I really don't like the idea of Rage. Abyss just worked amazingly, especially on the McCollum boss fight. Probably should still steal Stealth. Although, do I really need to sneak by people anymore? Oh! I need to be stronger to kill you? Actually, no, I lied. There are some parts that I do need to be stealthy, at least early on. But I probably won't get Blood Barrier this time, because that really wasn't that useful. Alright, I think we're good.
Voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become. People want me dead. I need to leave now.
Nah. Let's eat them.
Here's the leech. Here!
Leeches?
My head's spinning.
I cannot enter.
Steak.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Man, that guy really had no defense.
A strength I never knew I had.
I wonder how his internal thoughts are going to be now that we're going to become more powerful, eating more people. You know, this is going a lot smoother now that I know how to fight. Oh yeah, I guess it helps if I equip my new vampire skills, doesn't it? Oh, it's already equipped automatically. Oh, it's over there.
Every fiber of my being is afire.
Did that just go through both of them? Ooh, I like it.
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Nope, we're better. Unless we sparkle, then we're terrible. Alright, so it passes through the enemies in front of me. Doesn't say anything about if I'm stealing blood from them. I'm betting that's going to be an eventual upgrade. I definitely think I should eat Sean when we get to that part in Chapter 3.
My poor sister.
Because he really serves no purpose.
If only I had controlled my need for blood.
And most of the people in the docks
Mary,
are low level.
Someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. I have this thirst for blood.
But I need to get the nurse's medication first before I eat her.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it. What will London have to say to me?
They will say.
So many questions.
They will say, "Yes, my master." That's what they will say. London will fall before me, the Vampire King.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Hey, I guess I can skip cutscenes, can't we? I should be careful about skipping cutscenes, just given we know how much load time errors this game has.
Fresh blood. Where has everyone gone?
Figured more stamina would be good right about now. The next night, everybody died. gonna say, I don't think I have anything worth crafting right now. And we know the weapon upgrades aren't worth it. Especially since I have the DLC, which means I am gonna get the better sword right away. I will admit, having the Dragonbane sword that early really did help. Hello.
A little life.
Hello, my new targets.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess. No?
Oh, God, sir. You look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be?
You must be newer.
Tell me more.
Every more.
Do the...
Aye.
We are going to skip a lot of the dialogue,
Where
but
am I?
remember, I got to use the dialogue in order to get some the
Scared of what?
hints.
So you...
Yep.
I'm looking for someone who...
Be quiet.
You mean...
Oh, yeah.
How long...
He rented a room.
Who is...
Like a gentle.
I need...
Just climb the stairs and knock.
Yes.
No.
Good evening, sir.
Wow, you've
Yes.
been there, seen that.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry.
This is important, sir.
I don't know, and
Ah, the
What's
drunk.
going on?
you must...
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman.
You make it sound...
Pete?
I'll leave you...
Okay, so he's a level 3, which means I could knock out this entire place. Because I believe Sean Hampton's also a level 3.
Hello, sir.
I don't know.
Maybe
What's going on around...
too many dead, sir.
The murders.
This is making it more interesting now that I can eat people.
The authority...
Nothing.
What is this?
This is Tom's bar. The turquoise...
Are you always open?
No, it's only since the epidemic.
This is a safe haven for people. A safe
I'll leave
haven
then.
until we get to the 3rd chapter. I think they can't be leveled up yet. Not until I get
sir.
further
I
in.
don't know.
Maybe...
I just want...
I'm not afraid.
I only...
Oh,
What is this place?
this is Tom...
Oh, wait.
I'll leave then.
Okay, I did cover everything.
Not long ago, this sort of mess.
I think I'm losing my mind.
This is no place for you. Freewen has several patrols roaming the area. They must pursue me. They're looking for vampires. They're most suspicious.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone's eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. Would anyone?
I just want answers.
Well, that's something I can do for you. And who might...
Let's see. Let's be off-putting now.
It's of no consequence who I am.
But why you are here is certainly of consequence, don't you think?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I don't think he can give me anything right now.
What have you... How?
A vamp.
I heard an... Ridiculous. Something...
Then the feeling is...
And what exactly...
Sir, if the name is not familiar...
Then help me find...
I may.
I followed a trail.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal.
No, we are not. I seek the cruel predator who brought this upon me. This is my personal affair.
Let's go with the angry Jonathan on this playthrough.
You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I'll end him.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Sounds so angry now that I go the dark playthrough. I'm gonna take these 5 shillings. Just to spite you, sir.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Evening, sir.
I have a few... I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he...
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. My God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
It's only contagious if you drink the blood.
William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Ah, hints. Look at all these citizens! Delicious, delicious citizens.
Welcome back.
I can't say
Hey, I told you, you...
Goodbye, Mr. Watson.
I was just trying to close the menu.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer and...
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the cannon factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick...
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him...
Oh, you won't see him ever again. Don't you worry. But I'll see you later. Okay, that sounded like I was creepily trying to hit him on him.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city. The body is still warm. This man was armed. What's this? These men.
That's
they're a
right.
company of this corpse has been blood and empty gin bottles. There are blood spills.
Okay, so if I recall, there should be a document in, I think not this building, but the next one, because this is the one I had to come back to. Okay, if you can push circle to dash, where's the button for not dashing? That way they don't notice me. I would have appreciated that. Oh, 4 types of resistance. Okay, I didn't pay attention to this. Orange is a medium resistance. Red indicates a high resistance. Okay. So he doesn't care about guns. And those aren't colors, so therefore he hates magic. Oh, okay. So he'd hate it if I do this. Probably also hate it if I bite him in the neck. Whoa! Wow, that move really hurts them.
We won't see any of these bastards back here again.
Not a safe place right now, sir.
You're right, it isn't. Save me, guys! Save me! Oh, I am a killer. How is he still alive? Tell me that. Perfect. And apparently there's a weapon up here. Oh, look at that. Really? Did you not hear your guy screaming? Do you not see the blood all over my shirt? How do you walk away from that if you're a vampire hunter? This is called the Darwin Award, buddy. You deserve to die. You there! Don't do anything funny, even though there's blood all over you. And I just heard all my friends screaming. Oh yeah. Definitely deserve to live. For sure. Oh look, it's the vampire hunter.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Surprised he doesn't show up after hearing all those screams. Don't want to upgrade my weapons yet. These weapons aren't that good. It'd be a waste. You grab that. Thank you. How much to level you up again, just so I have it in the back of my head? 2,000. And how much to level you up? Because I need the stealth. 500. Okay, so we'll get the 500 first. Like I said, I know the stealth's useful for that one mission. Where there's like level 13 guys guarding the info. I thought the vampires can't cross running water. I don't remember if I brought that up when we did this the last time.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy. This place reeks of bloodshed.
William, my arm. I can't feel it.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Not gonna tell me twice. Back off. Fresh blood. Man! That went so much better now that I know what I'm doing. Isn't that crazy?
William, please. Stop. Let me go.
Don't worry, Sean. I'll let you go. Soon enough.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another love, soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Well, I guess the stakes have been raised.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help.
Oh, I
Just
bet
give
you
me a
have.
moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I almost tend to my fault. My flock needs me.
Yes. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Like I said, the main reason I'm not going to skip the main cutscenes is I'm worried about the load time. It might just be quicker to go through the cutscenes.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
I thought you were a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
How convenient.
Word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but a myth walks among us. The Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It's a shame we're going to get those clothes dirty in a few seconds.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book. and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Oh yes, quite the delicious friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. I'm coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
And while they're over there, we're going to take our first bite out of life.
Rotten old prison. Each heart contains the secret of life. Drink at this river. Dry it.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
You won't,
please.
but I
You've
will.
lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
I've a mind to let you bleed out. Good luck then, sir.
All right, sorry. I am in pain. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're jabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Oh, we've got a better place for you, all right. Now, I'd love to level him up, but there is an achievement for mesmerizing him right away. Or trophy. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to mesmerize him right away.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
The downside, of course, is I'm sure they're going to notice his body. Just take a bite.
Bastard! Didn't have the guts to fuck me. Fuck you. Kill you. Kill you.
Oh, you'll kill me, will you? Oh, I don't think you're killing me at all. Oh my gosh, that means you can never get Clay's, what was that? Clay's axe? Because he just gave me a weapon. Oh my gosh, it's a good thing I didn't try to go for all collectibles then. When I got glitched. We would have needed to kill people. I think my sword is still better, though. If I recall, the perk of the axe is the fact that it can get more blood. Let's see. Increased blood, increased blood and decreased stamina, or I could increase damage on both. Okay. Wait, so what was that called? Clay's Hatchet. Yep, sure enough, there's a lot of enemies that have things that I need from, embracing. So it was a good thing I didn't try to do these. Oh my. Oh my! Good grief! I gotta be careful then, because if some of those people disappear, I won't be able to embrace them. Like I said, I might need to be careful about embracing.
To embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a device.
Did I see somebody over there? Nope. Not a person. Not a person. Alright, let's talk to people again.
Good evening, nurse.
Dr. Swansea,
Did he really?
all members of staff...
I see.
You must know.
How are things?
Not good to...
An invisible enemy?
Sorry, Doctor.
Do you think this hospital...
We are all
I'm not familiar with all...
brilliant professionals.
Most?
It would be inappropriate...
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well...
Dr.
What should
Tippett.
his age be?
I guess it's fair to say he's always...
Dr. Tibbetts is always pushing himself hard.
Goodbye, Nat.
That one I remember. You bastard. Oh, sorry, Dr. Crane.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse.
Well, somebody is
I need
snarky.
some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from...
Thank you, nurse.
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a...
Thank you.
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed.
I would like to ask... And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is...
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea...
You'll get to know him soon enough, and...
If you could point me in the direction of my...
Second floor of the hospital.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
We'll deal with you later. Well, we'll deal with her, just not right away.
Good evening, sir.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hook.
You can call me Milton.
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, I'm no doctor, but
You have a keen eye.
No need to explain, Doctor.
Ooh, I gotta be careful too, because I need to buy his gun from him.
How is the situation?
You want to hear the situation is all right.
So what do you do exactly in this?
I've been an ambulance driver since...
Since you're on the front line...
It's a complete disaster.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient
Okay.
outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
This is not the right conversation to be laughing at. But, You know, there's one way to avoid paying the shopkeeper for his gun. You just kill him and take it off of his body. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, so terrible. Oh yeah, you know what? Your prices are taking a bite out of my wallet. How about I take a bite out of you?
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal...
But you're not defending yourself.
You keep people alive your own way, Doc.
I'd like to see...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable...
Alright, so we definitely aren't buying that. Do I have enough for both? Okay, good. I don't really care about the guns as much, but the stakes are good. Stakes. Keeping all weapons. Sorry, Dr. Cox. Or not Dr. Cox. Dr. Cox is from Scrubs. Sorry, Clay. Your wedding ring just got sold. Well, that was awkward talking in the background. Oh, that means I probably can't skip the dialogue.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr.
Sure enough,
Reed
can't skip talking because they had loaded it.
I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do
Sorry,
we
Doc.
know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Alright, we're going to say goodbye to you.
Dr. Tippett.
In the hopes that I can skip your conversations now.
Good evening, Dr.
Dr. Reed.
I'm a terrible person, I know. Listen, old man.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This
We've already... Oh, crap.
It's not exactly the best situation in London, either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
No, I didn't lose a...
What can you tell me about
secret?
Staff?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about...
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Look at that blood quality. You're going to be so delicious late in the game.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve.
Like I said, I'm probably going to wipe this place out right before I go for Dr. Swansea.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
Mainly because the one nurse is level 5.
We must keep on healing all
And I don't want her to be lost to me. Plus, I think some of the other doctors are level 4s.
You've nothing to prove, Dr. Tippett, to anybody. And we all praise your experience. Please, have some rest.
I am perfectly fine and...
Well, that didn't do anything. I know when I brought up Brannigan the last time, it didn't help either, so figured I'd try a different approach. Speaking of Brannigan, where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Level 5. Look at all that XP.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left for Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I...
Goodbye, nurse.
Do you remember talking to people also gets me experience?
This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Alright, if I recall... They said one of the documents is near here. Oh, there it is. It's the one about garlic doesn't actually affect vampires. Hey, I don't think I talked to Sean Hampton that much when I was here the last time.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sorry, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
I bet that would have given me more info on Clay Cox. Not that he has any info to share anymore.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
How did you end up in William...
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Wait! Oh my gosh, they hinted at it right there! That's the old lady!
You dared to enter this awful...
I'm just a man trying to help his friend.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle?
I can't believe I missed that hint.
Tom, yes, of course.
Then again, I don't think I talked to Sean, because I think I slept and was planning to talk to him the next day, but he had already left.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing.
Who should I avoid in this part of town?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop?
That's a very strange question.
I do remember him saying that.
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her.
Okay, her last name was Jones. Never mind.
Poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke?
Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton?
I feel exhausted.
You're in good hands here.
Thank you, sir. I believe...
Goodbye, Mr.
Well, alright. Start talking to the other people.
Good evening, sir.
Unless you're here to fix my face.
I'm Dr. Reed.
You guessed right, Doctor.
How is your stay with us?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death.
Can I ask
This is the guy who suffered from the burned face. Was upset that he survived.
Can I do anything?
Nurses gave me a bunch of...
Who is treating?
Nobody since the old and...
You don't seem...
My face hurts so...
Where were you staying?
I really don't...
No offense.
You were an officer, what?
Goodbye.
Alright, where's the crazy lady? There she is.
Good evening, miss.
Your name has no meaning to me.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for?
You keep...
This is the one who thinks she's a vampire.
And why do you...
I don't need to believe him.
Please.
I can hear my...
I see.
Never. Delusional, you say?
I say she's delusional.
It's only a cover.
Who are these?
And then we know she's being watched.
The staff here.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in...
I see.
Thank you, mortal.
We get the investigation to figure out that she's being watched, which is why I need the stealth ability.
I mean, apart from...
Is that not enough for you? Puny.
I'm curious to...
No, it's such a long time ago.
I'll leave.
And then I think that gives me hints for him because he hangs out with her.
Good evening, Mr. L.
Evening.
I think. Yes.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft?
Wait for her next nibble.
Aren't you afraid?
She's quite harmless.
So do you let her bite you?
And why not?
She could decide.
And it's another good reason for me.
You do realize she's...
In her madness.
Goodbye for...
I think she talks to me about him then again.
Good evening. Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him? Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse?
Would you say you and...
No. No.
I think she doesn't pick up on her hint until I figure out that she was being followed.
Good evening.
Evening.
Goodbye.
We'll talk to you later.
Here again.
Alright, let's talk to Pippa.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan...
Well, it's a euphemism.
How would you describe the situation at Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious.
You must get up.
Sorry.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish...
I wish I could believe it.
How long have you...
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning.
The epidemic is winning.
You'd be surprised what dedication can...
I think because I do need to say the right thing to boost her
sometimes
experience.
Result away from...
So.
How is the Pembroke's...
Not well. Milton, yeah.
Why is Milton?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about...
Why does Milton...
I don't know.
Why do you know so much about Milton? Oh wait, we know why.
Goodbye.
Alright, we'll talk to you in a second. If I recall, her locker is... Oh, that's the one, Doc. Nope, I don't think I'm in the right spot. Talk to you guys in a second. Pippa, where is your locker? So I can steal your mail and then yell at you for trying to ditch.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Is this the one? Yes. Like I said, I think the highest number here is a 5. Oh yes, I'm gonna have fun draining the life of people. And enjoy tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Where we will drain the life out of more people. And it will feel good. Where'd you go, Pippa?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Pippa, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful.
This is unacceptable.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
Wow. That's graphic.
Goodbye.
Alright, back out back should be his wallet. That was weird. I don't know what I bumped that it caused it to make such weird sounds. Can't go to the morgue yet.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Hello, Scowl. Get off me! Get off me! Give me your blood. Man, that was a little rough. But we're all good now. That takes care of him. Get off me! I didn't want to kill him so quickly. Oh well.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
They look so happy in that picture. It's really a good picture. Why, thank you for the blood. And heal. And... oh, come on. And bite. Blood. There we go. Still say this is better than the first time I did this. I think I died here like twice. Oh wait, I'm on the streets. I think that'll take me back inside. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Hello, Pippa. How's your husband?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye.
Oh, I gotta give it to him first. Oh, that's him.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
I have some...
What?
I retrieved your wallet.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl.
Not at all.
Good. Please.
Thank you for the shillings.
What's going on between you?
Pippa's tired.
You know, keep their relationship hidden, and then he yells, "What's going on with you and her?"
Maybe you're right.
You do realize you could both get...
Come on, Dr. Reed.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins...
That's not a surprise.
Does it not bother?
Sometimes I think she may be right.
Run while we still can. It's not a terrible idea.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues?
Why do you suck, Milton?
Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task.
I've seen babies left to die while...
I'm sorry, I don't know what to...
Yeah, exactly.
Goodbye, Mike.
Trying to remember what the other investigations I picked up are. Oh, just that one so far. I can't do that one without sleeping because I need the stealth.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What steps are you prepared to take?
I don't know yet.
And what about Milton Hooks?
For Milton, any chance?
If you feel that saving...
On the contrary.
Pepper.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man.
I have no intention of...
The rules say I won't be allowed...
Is he worth...
I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by.
He's not the finest person? Shouldn't he be the finest person in your eyes? What kind of answer is that?
Goodbye.
Yeah, Milton's a level 2, she's a level 3. And that'll be 4,000 together with them. But like I said, that'll draw too much attention.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe...
Reed? Yes, I've been...
Does my arrival...
Let us just say...
If you have a problem...
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence...
I know.
Oh.
This guy's a crotchety old man. You better change your tone with me.
You are going to change your tone with me, my dear colleague. And very quickly.
I don't think so. Perhaps you think yourself protected by Dr. Swansea, but I am still a free man, and I will speak to you the way I want.
Well, this guy's not doing much help for us.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine...
Let's just say I'm...
Carelessness.
We're here to save lives.
I don't intend to...
Modern medical methods were...
Yeah, you're a 4.
It seems you have bad...
I refuse to see...
We can at least agree on... I don't know what you've heard about me.
I don't question your skill.
And what exactly...
I served in the war just like...
Be careful what you insinuate.
I only want you to admit you...
He's like, you experimented on bodies. Knowledge is our main weapon.
And will remain our main weapon. And it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative. It is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your...
It's fun to say integrity while you're standing on the mountaintop.
What can I...
Thank you.
Your neck has some blood on it. Could you wipe it for me real quick?
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed. I am Thoreau Strickland.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
What do you think? It's a so you...
Accident.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
I based my technique...
I'd rather not talk about it.
As long as you're cautious.
You're not the first one to warn me.
What made you...
I'm not ashamed to admit...
We know he was doing extremes with either codeine or opium. Research is exhausting.
It's always a pleasure to share.
This epidemic may be the century's...
What can you tell?
Well, it is all...
You seem quite
I'm convinced that this epidemic...
Questions remain, true? Do you need help with...
Well, yes, maybe.
Do you want me to play...
Oh, no, Dr. Reed.
I see.
Yeah, like I said, that's the mission to get the opium for him. Which, again, I'll get after I level up.
Tell me more about your...
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe...
What is it you really want?
Fair question.
Tell me, Mr.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could all...
I agree.
Do you think keeping...
All I know...
Goodbye, Doctor.
That was the unfinished letter I never got for Fiddick.
Good evening, sir.
I don't know if a third opinion...
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick.
Tell me about the doctors.
Strickland and...
What do you mean?
I often had professional...
Are you satisfied?
Well,
I won't lie to you.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself?
In other circumstances.
His arm's hurting. He wants us to fix it. But then he's worried about us taking time to do the deal with the flu.
Tell me about your injury.
My wife died because of me.
How could your job?
I was working a double. She went out.
You can't hold your...
Of course
He's upset that his wife died trying to get
Tell
his
me
food.
more. 1915. What happened? I'm
The
sorry.
bombings that accidentally killed his wife. Why do I still need one more thing for him? That's weird. And the kid that committed suicide. And failed.
Really? I suppose.
Yes.
Could you at least
moved?
How?
So pain.
I'll let you. Good evening.
I'm okay.
Tell me.
I don't want.
I have to go.
Gotta open him up somehow. I don't remember how.
Good evening.
It's my...
I'm
big.
What can you tell me?
Not much to say.
Are you really that rich?
Yes. Thanks to my husband.
May I ask if you have an occupation?
I'm a teacher by profession.
What do you think of your reception?
I have had the uttermost reservation.
Is there something in particular?
Some of the staff were not as...
Oh, I think I find out about the suicide from watching them from outside.
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you?
Yes, and I paid...
Oh, that's right.
I don't expect compensation.
She made them pay for the bed. That's right.
Goodbye.
That's right. That was the whole thing about this. They had to pay for a bed. Pippa, what are you doing making people pay for beds?
Good evening, Doc.
Why is there nothing about yelling at her for paying for beds?
Goodbye.
Maybe I have to talk to her husband? Oh, oh, oh. There we go. I am an eyewitness to something.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
And now we know he tried to commit suicide. Milton, what are you doing charging people? I should take a percentage if you're going to make me keep this secret. Or not.
Goodbye.
Charging people. Now that I know you're charging people, I should get a percentage. Just saying.
Good evening.
I'm okay.
You tried to kill yourself.
Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Yes, you should. By giving me money.
Mr. Gosling.
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes.
Why, thank you. I will take care of that for you.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured, you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
If only we all could have that treatment anywhere. Honey, are you eating right? Doctor, tell her to leave me alone.
How painful.
So painful.
I have to...
Good evening, Doctor.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime?
That's interesting. I don't think I knew that.
I can't let that happen.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
Goodbye, Mrs.
Oh. I'm like, why am I walking so weird? I accidentally locked onto something. Alright, I think I talked to everybody down here. Ooh.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Oh, it's in there. Quick, quick, quick! We must spy on these citizens and get all their lovely experience.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir. So it would be such a shame to bury you with your...
Grave robbers.
I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
And before we've even met you, Doctor. How rude.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir.
What do you mean?
You know, sir. It is...
Oh yeah, run a punch shop. Is that what it's called?
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Interesting philosophy.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Have we met?
I don't think so.
When we first talked,
You said you were the funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago.
Yeah, let's not talk about Mary.
do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
Whatever your motives, you're making money by stealing from the dead. Dr. Swansea should be informed.
No offense, sir, but Dr. Swansea is one of my customers. As I told you, I like to help people. And everybody needs help from time to time.
Jeez. Talk about corruption in this place.
Since you're not
It's all underlying.
Do you believe in life after?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
What a sad life that it won't.
Do you really believe
that if you can't escape death?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're
No, I'm not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it.
You're a wise man.
No, Dr. I am
a pawn?
Yes, sir.
Who comes here to try?
I'm very cautious, sir.
What kind of?
With the quarantine.
Oh, I think I remember how to get his last one. Oh, I gotta talk to him real quick. He's got the recipes for number 2.
It's just...
Ah, crud. I need to something. There we go.
Good evening.
I'm sure I could have found the 5, but I don't really use the bullets that much. And I'd rather do this. Now we have all the recipes for the 2nd tier. I'm gonna sleep before I start doing the other investigations. Just because we'll need more XP, and like I said, I need the stealth ability. I think we've talked to everybody, actually. Pretty content with that. Oh, I gotta be careful, right. I can't grab stuff. I might not get the morgue key.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Oh, there's a lot of windows here, although it looks like they might be boarded up. The weapons from the DLC are mine again. We can go ahead and level up those weapons. I do think I'm going to call it a day, though. I haven't actually eaten yet. I haven't eaten since brunch, which was before class. About 8 hours ago. Oh wait, I already ate that guy. I should feel sustenance. I also have to make the answer key since I'm giving an exam tomorrow. But hey, we'll start chapter 2 soon enough. And really dig deep. Like I said, I think the only catch is I might hold off on killing people. Like, as much as I do, I am going to change some of my answers later. I need to hold off on some of the killings right now. Before things go south. I do think when I get to chapter 3, things are going to start going dark, because I can start taking care of the docks right away. Have I always had the bowler? I don't remember the bowler. You know what, let's make the second one our two-handed weapon. Give us more formulas. Haven't grabbed anything. Serums. Gotta start making supplies.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Oh wait, there's supposed to be a hacksaw up here.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
They said it was on the second floor of the hospital. Where are you? Maybe it's in the actual hospital. Here, let's go back real quick. Then we'll level it up and call it a day. And tomorrow, we will start all the fun times of Chapter 2. Probably should be able to get through Chapter 2 pretty quickly. Hey, there we go, a hacksaw. Oh, let's level up weapons real quick. Ta-da! That'll make life go a lot better. Need some aluminium shards, so it can't do anything yet. But we've got a better weapon. Gonna hold off on building up another weapon. Alright. Let's go ahead and level up. Call it a day. So we definitely want the stealth ability, so I need to get to level 5, which means leveling up one more thing. How much is it to level this up again? Oh, can't level it up yet. Alright, so let's level up health. There we go. Now we're at level 5. That'll give us enough to go stealth mode. Perfect. And with 900, let's go ahead and increase bite and blood. Extra blood is always useful for the special abilities, so that should help. And we want extra damage when biting? Yes, that's the one we want. Until I get the sword that'll get me XP for swinging with it, or blood while swinging with it. We'll definitely need to keep bite high. And I think with the health boost and a little bit of the stamina boost, that should help us for the time being. Alright. I am liking this blood spear attack that we're using this playthrough. As much as claws was useful, I like being able to throw at them from a distance. Let's see real quick what happens when I eventually upgrade it more. Alright, so our options are 3 spears which hit in front of you, or a large spear which can pass through enemies. So it loses the range. Okay. Loses the range, but it's 3 smaller spears. That keeps the range and does a greater damage than before. So it's either 1 big hit or 3 little hits. I think 1 big hit's more useful. I guess it lowers the blood cost, though, like compared to this blood cost. I'd rather do 1 big hit. Usually I don't use the magic unless it's on a boss or a big guy that I'm fighting. Little guys I usually can just divide and conquer. I think we'll be okay with that eventually. Alright. So we'll continue this again tomorrow. Shooting for... Up. 1 second. And since there was only 1 guy, I forgot we'll look at this real quick. Okay, so looks like because it was only 1 guy, it didn't affect anything. Plus he's isolated. So I think we're okay. But he was oh so delicious. Just like these people look delicious. But we gotta be careful. A, we don't want to plunge the city into chaos. And B, we don't want to kill a level 2 and miss out on getting a level 5. Which is why I gotta kind of hold off on doing things at the hospital, eating-wise, until we get to level 5. I think 5's the ideal level. Just to get her. Unless I absolutely need the XP. Although it looks like there are a lot of guys at level 4. Because once I get level 4, I can get everybody. Yeah, we'll see. We'll cross those bridges when we get there.
If I'm to stay here until my research is...
I really hate the hat. Can I take off the hat, please?
Hide my true nature from the... What about my thirst for blood?
What about your bloodshot eyes? How do they not know you're a vampire? Anyways, we'll continue this again at 5 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. Should be a good time. Thanks for checking this out, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.